Hello guys, this is Jonathan Steadman, and in this video I want to talk about the differences between a hard drive and a solid state drive. So basically, they both are used to store all your data, such as pictures, videos, and your operating system, and so on. So they both have the same task, which is to store all your data. Without it, you can't boot up to any operating system, meaning you'll be stuck on an error message that will probably will say, "No hard drive found," and we'll probably won't have to add a hard drive to it. Okay, I'm going to talk about how a hard drive works. So, this is a hard drive, right? This is a 2.5 inch. For a laptop. On a desktop, it will be a 3.5 inch. So yeah, this basically they go different sizes from whatever computer you have. So this is a head, and this head is used to write data and read data on the disk. So the disk is to store all the data, and the head is to write data and to read data on the disk. Basically, a hard drive stores data in sectors, so that way it wouldn't be a mess with data, and it'd be easier for it to read data and write data as well. So a sector is around 512 bytes. So if you download a very big game or very big software such as GTA 5, then that will be saved on multiple of sectors. And I also want to talk about bad sectors, which is basically physical damage on the disk, and this can just happen. But basically this means that the head is either scratched for the disk, which can just happen randomly as the hard drive ages, or that basically will drop the hard drive or did some physical damage, or it could be from a logical error. But logical errors tend to be viruses, malware, and stuff like that, software glitches. So these tend to be repairable by writing the disk with zeros, but hard bad sectors are not repairable. I'm not going to go too deep into bad sectors and how they work. I just want you guys to know that a hard drive can have bad sectors and how it stores the data in these different sectors. And yeah, basically an introduction to bad sectors that was. So once a head finds a bad sector, then it'll be ignored, and the head will no longer read or write data to the hard drive, to that particular sector, I mean. Okay, let's talk about a solid state drive. So a solid state drive has no moving parts, it has no head, it has nothing like that, but it stores stuff in a flash memory, and these can also get bad sectors though. But bad sectors on a solid state drive is different to on a hard drive, even though they kind of work the same way, that they both are being ignored. Okay, so basically on a solid state drive, data is stored onto memory cells. So once a cell goes bad, then it will become as a bad sector. Anyway, we talked about this on my hard drive part, so I don't need to talk about this again. So yeah, so a solid state drive store data in flash memory. And solid state drive tends to be a little bit more expensive, but they're more reliable, and they're actually a lot faster to write data to. But I would say that the disadvantage of a solid state drive is that we're limited on for storage. So I think that a solid state drive could go up to 2 terabytes. I'm not completely sure about this, you guys may need to correct me on this, but I think they can go up to 2 terabytes, whereas on a hard drive it could go up to something like 16 terabytes of storage. So with a hard drive, we'll get more storage if we need more storage. Whereas if we want more reliability, then I recommend you guys to go for a solid state drive if you have extra money on you. If you pay a lot of money, then obviously get a hard drive. But a solid state drive could sometimes cost from £100 for 500 gigs hard drive. For 500 gigs drive. Whereas a hard drive would only cost around £30, which I found on Amazon. Is a 500 gigs hard drive costing around £19 to £30, whereas a solid state drive costing around £100. But it's just how Amazon works. But as you guys can see, they both are completely good. They both are good. It just depends on what user you are. So yeah, guys, so basically I will go through this one more time so that way you guys will understand more clearly. Okay, so basically this is a head, and the head will write data or read data on the disk, and this is a disk which will store all your data and will allow the head to read data or write data to this disk. And this is a solid state drive. So this stores data in a flash memory, which makes it a lot faster to process data and to read data. But then again, this is more expensive and has less storage than a hard drive. Okay, so this was basically an introduction on a hard drive versus a solid state drive. You guys can use whatever you want while building your system or upgrading your system. But if you want to upgrade your system to a larger storage capacity, then I recommend you guys go for a hard drive with larger space. But if you guys want to have a better performance, and this is why we're upgrading for hard drive or upgrading for solid state drive, then I recommend you guys to go for solid state drive, as this will improve your performance. Whereas if you want more storage, go for a hard drive. Anyway guys, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was basically an introduction to a hard drive versus a solid state drive. So if you have any feedback on this video, then please say so down in the description, and maybe I can learn a thing or two by your guys' comments. Anyway guys, I'm going to finish the video there. Please like and subscribe, and yeah guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. I'll see you next time.